Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today for our Fall Class Ambassador Update. My name is Leslie Cunningham. I am the Director of Annual Giving, and I am joined today by Ruth Ann Snelson, our Director of Alumni Engagement. I just want to take this time to thank everyone for serving as a class ambassador this year and for your continued support of Avon Old Farms. Your connection to the school helps keep our alumni network thriving, and I would like to welcome our returning class ambassadors as well as new ambassadors who are joining us today.
I want to give you a brief overview of what we'll be covering. Today, we are going to revisit our goals for Class Ambassador Program and the year ahead, and we will share the latest and greatest news from campus. We're going to spend some time talking through resources which are available to help you in your role as a class ambassador. We will meet the Alumni Council leadership team and learn about ways that class ambassadors can support their efforts. And we will share key dates for you to be aware of.
Thank you, Ruth Ann. I think you all know class ambassadors serve as the vital link between Avon Old Farms and their classmates. You help connect alumni, communicate school news, and you champion giving and engagement. The mission is clear. You want to connect with your classmates, alumni connect to the school, and you also are there to advocate for events and for giving.
Your role as a class ambassador are to do three things. One, like Leslie said, connect. Second, communicate and champion. So keep those classmates in touch with each other and with the school, share news, class updates, and upcoming events, and encourage class participation in giving and engagement.
And we'd like you to stay informed through school updates. We have resources, the Class Ambassador Handbook, the AOF Alumni Network. We'd like you to engage with your classmates monthly via email, text, or social media. We ask that you maintain confidentiality of class contact data. If you need a new class list, please reach out to me. I'm happy to provide that for you. And we'd also like you to attend these live school updates that we're going to hold this fall and then in the winter and the spring. Looking ahead for our 2025 goals, the first goal we have is 19% participation to the Fund for Avon. This is donors, not dollars. So every gift, no matter the size, makes a difference. Last year, we were at 15%. We really want to hit the 19% goal, and with your help, we can make that difference. The next goal we have is our overall Fund for Avon goal. The Fund for Avon goal this year is $3.4 million, and that's 10% of our operating budget. The Fund for Avon supports the entire student experience from Boar's Head to classroom improvements, live stream, and field trips. The next goal we have is reconnecting. We want to reconnect with 100% of alumni classes through outreach this year. This is key as we begin to plan for Avon Centennial celebration in 2027. We want to ensure that all alumni stay connected with the school. We also want to encourage growth in alumni participation to the Fund for Avon and class communication. I would encourage you to explore different ways to reach out to your classmates and find the channels that work best for you. And then finally, outreach. Every note, text, phone call, email helps strengthen our alumni network and helps us reach our goals of participation and engagement.
We currently have 405 total students enrolled. 105 of those are day students and 300 are boarding students. We have 141 new students this year, and we had 264 returning. There are 61 legacy students with 17 sets of brothers, including 3 sets of twins. This year in financial aid, we awarded $6.88 million to 42% of the families. Students represent 26 states and 15 countries, and we have 20% domestic students of color.
Switching to athletic news, the varsity football team had an outstanding season. They finished the regular season undefeated, 9-0. They defeated Williston Northampton this past Saturday in the postseason bowl game by a score of 35-21 to win the NEPSAC Class A championship. The team's performance really underscores how hard the players have worked on the field and as a program, and they demonstrated both consistency and resilience.
Our varsity soccer program delivered strong showing this season, finishing with an overall record of 13-3-3. In the Founders League, they posted a mark of 7-0-1.
The cross-country team remains a model of steady improvement and strong culture. The varsity team earned third place at Founders League Championship, while the JV team took first place in the Founders League Championship race for the first time in school history. Multiple runners posted personal bests at the league meet, demonstrating the squad's depth of talent. And it's a young team with only one senior on the varsity team. Next year looks even to be a better year.
Over the past summer, we have been very busy making renovations to campus, and there have been some significant strides to the several facility updates and beautification projects, all a part of that ongoing commitment to enhancing the student experience and preserving Mrs. Riddle's village and stewarding the campus for future generations. So first, we saw the renovation to the Eagle Dormitory, which has improved the living spaces for our boarding students. We have one dorm left to renovate, and that is Pelican, which will see renovations next summer. Several roofs across campus were replaced to ensure long-term protection and structural integrity, and these include the Sid Clark House, the old post office, and the Eagle Dormitory. Work has continued on the Ann Kirby Wellness Center, which will open to students in the campus community at the beginning of January. This past spring and summer saw a reforestation to the reclaimed portion of Old Farms Road. A special Eagle Scout project by J.D. Stratton, class of 2027, led to the replanting of 163 native trees along the stretch of Old Farms Road, which was recently relocated. This project included installing a bench to create a peaceful spot for reflection and restoring greenery where the old roadway once stood.
Reunion weekend, September 2025, was a vibrant, memorable celebration on campus, bringing back Winged Beavers from across the decades for receptions, dinners, a full Saturday schedule, campus tours, and class gatherings with amazing energy. We had strong attendance across all reunion classes.
We welcomed 8 new educators this year, strengthening key departments. So we have Nick Amato, who is teaching physics honors. We have Tizana Miguel Rozo, who has joined the visual art department, teaching photography and integrated media. Taylor Peary teaches economics, business, and algebra 2. He is also our newly appointed head varsity lacrosse coach. Coach Peary joins us from Millbrook, building excitement for the spring season. Joelle Zavala joins the World Language Department to teach Spanish. Lee Krasnu is teaching our Latin program. Joe Traversa has joined the Bigelow Learning Center as a tutor, and he also runs the athletic training gym in the Brown Student Center. David Marsh has joined us as a performance coach working with our wellness center. And Jalen Cruz, class of 2017, has returned to join our admission team.
The arts program at Avon continues to grow and thrive. Through the signature art experiences, students have opportunities to learn from visiting artists and to participate in workshops such as glass blowing and ceramics. This year's National Arts Honor Society continues to recognize students with outstanding artistic abilities. Students are leading collaborative exhibits and mentorship work with Covenant Prep and leadership in the arts community at Avon. Our Hippocrene magazine, which is a student-run art and literary publication, released its latest issue in June, featuring photography, prose, drawing, and poetry created by students. A link to the digital copy can be found in the resource section of the AOF Alumni Network. The music program continues to be a place of exploration, recognition, and growth. Students are doing exceptional work and earning accolades that speak to the depth of their talent and dedication. The holiday concert will be held on Friday, December 12th. All are welcome to attend, and the event is live streamed. Your classmates love hearing what's happening on campus, so we would encourage you to share updates like these in your outreach.
We have the AOF Alumni Network, and this is a place where you and your classmates and fellow alums can update your profile and contact information. We have the alumni directory. So this is where if you want to find information about your classmates, you want to get in touch, you go to the alumni directory, search for them, and you'll be able to find their contact details. And we encourage all class ambassadors to check out the platform monthly for new updates and resources. We have updated the Class Ambassador Volunteer Playbook, which includes many items. One is the mission, guidelines, expectations. We have communication templates for email, text, social media posts. There's a timeline of the year and also key dates. We have monthly themes and sample graphics, which Leslie is going to speak about in just a moment. We would love for you to use this resource as a guide. It's not a book that you're going to want to read cover to cover, but do page through and just get a feel for what's there and use this as your kind of go-to guide for connecting, communicating, and championing Avon. This is our class ambassador group up on the AOF Alumni Network. Right now we have 52 members and we have over 100 committed volunteers for class ambassadors. So if you have not joined, please join this group.
So as Ruth Ann mentioned, new this year is a monthly engagement structure to guide your outreach. We have, as she said, sample social media captions, email copy, images, and suggested outreach ideas. And all of this can be found in that volunteer handbook. This month, the month of November, we are focusing on promoting the mentorship program that takes place from January 15th to April 16th. Registration closes on December 31st, so I would encourage you to reach out to your classmates to join either as a mentor or a mentee. And you can see the themes for the rest of the year outlined here. And these are great opportunities for outreach with classmates. And it's everything from end of the year giving to class notes, the alumni network, the Riddle Society, just different ways that you can outreach and communicate with your classmates.
I would like to introduce our Alumni Council leadership team. We have Rob Grabowski, class of 1988, who serves as our president. We have Andrew Corrigan, who's class of 98, and he is the vice president of the Alumni and School Engagement Committee. Chase Donaldson, class of 1968, who is our vice president of the Alumni Peer Engagement Committee. And we have Nick Deans, who is class of 1991 and a current parent of his son, Zach, who is in the class of 27, and he is the vice president of fundraising. This leadership group works closely with the alumni and development team to align alumni engagement efforts with the school's mission and goals.
First of all, thank you everyone for being on here today. It's really great to see some very familiar faces and names, including some real blasts from the past. So thank you very much for being here. Meetings were really laser focused on two activities: increasing alumni engagement and fundraising. And if you think about it, that really makes it kind of just a natural fit for the Alumni Council to work hand in hand with the class ambassadors, since we're both really working towards the same goal. On the council, to help with these activities, we have 3 separate committees set up. 2 engagement committees that Ruth Ann has just talked about, one spearheaded by Andrew Corrigan, one by Chase Donaldson, and then a fundraising committee led by Nick Deans from the class of 91.
Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming. I chair the fundraising committee. As you heard, we're just trying to increase participation this year, 4%, not a lofty goal, from 15 to 19. And my advice to everyone in the ask is really just to start communicating. 1991, our class has been the largest participant in the last 3 years in the Avon Fund. And it was just as basic as one classmate reached out to, I think, about 70 of us on an email chain, encouraged everybody to participate, try to win the participation goal. And just a little bit of positive peer pressure went a long way. I just encourage you guys. I think we're going to distribute email lists, maybe break up the list and just reach out to everybody and encourage them to participate this year. And I think that will go a long way. That's it for me, guys. Thanks.
Welcome, everybody. I'm delighted to spearhead continue overseeing the peer engagement committee. There's 7 members in our committee, and we have a 12-week program that we created. So our whole goal is to get alumni to join. To date, we already have a total of about 20 who have responded, which is great so far. Our target actually is to get 50 mentors and 50 mentees by the end of the year. I had targeted the program to run January through mid-April. In addition, there will be an article in the Fall Avonian, which is going to come out in about a week, that features a mentorship. And I encourage you to read it. In terms of what you can do, try and recruit from your classes.
Thank you so much, Chase. Andrew Corrigan is not able to join us today. He was called into a meeting. He's an architect and he called to a site visit. So I have put together a short video that he recorded yesterday afternoon.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I can't be there on the Zoom, but my name is Andrew Corrigan. I'm from the class of 1998, and I wanted to give you a little update on the engagement committee and what we've been up to and some of our goals going forward. So in general, we try to help with engagement and engage in the school in multiple ways, one of which is through trying to help with the Compass program and bringing speakers to campus, lending some alum voices to that program. In addition, we try to engage and make sure that people are aware that they can participate in the advanced independent projects that Christina Pinton runs, and lots of other ways that alums can be active with the current student body. One of the events that we've organized now in the spring, and then we just had one in the fall, was the Alumni Career Day. And this was a day where we brought 35 alums back to campus to speak to the students about their careers and their career paths and their different industries. It had a panel discussion where we had 3 alums moderated by Vice Warden PJ Reed, who asked specific questions and then gave the audience a chance to ask the panelists. And then after that, all the alums broke out into industry-specific tables where the students could kind of mingle around and ask different questions for whatever industry they were interested in. And then it concluded with a lunch in the refectory, really focused on making sure the students understood that this was a pretty amazing opportunity that the alums afforded to them, and that follow through is really important. So connecting on LinkedIn, getting emails or phone numbers to be able to reach out and take advantage of that resource. And so I think it was another pretty successful day, and we're looking forward to doing more in the future. So those are a couple of ways that the engagement committee is engaging with the current students and trying to foster those relationships and keep them strong. Thanks so much.
Yeah, I just really want to follow up on a couple comments there. First of all, what Nick Deans was saying about sometimes it's just a simple outreach that can really kind of make a big difference. There was a time before One Avon Give Day. On that morning, I just reached out to a simple text chain to a group of friends that we're always texting each other anyway. And I said, hey guys, we're at One Avon Give Day. By the way, we're all about to be back on campus in a couple of weeks for reunion weekend. We're going to be drinking the school's beer. How about just making a quick donation? Doesn't matter how much, just everyone just do it. Next thing you know, we got 10 gifts in the next 5 minutes, including 3 people who had never given before. So again, simple outreach makes a big difference. I would really encourage you to do it. Following up on Chase's comments, being a mentor is great. It's not a heavy lift. Trust me, it's not. And it's a very kind of simple, outline for you. You don't have to do a lot of thought on your end, but you're really making a difference in the life of a young man. And that's really what the Avon community is all about, if you think about it. I can't wait for the program to start again this year. I'm going to do it. So I would highly encourage everyone to give that a long look. And if you're interested, I guess reach out to Ruth Ann and Leslie, and I'm sure they can give you all the details you need. But it's a very rewarding experience.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Rob, Chase, Nick, and Andrew for their leadership and for giving back to the school in this very special way. We appreciate all you do.
Yeah, so in closing, just want to remind you of some key dates upcoming. December 31st is the end of the calendar year. I would encourage you as an ambassador to make your gift, be the leader of that gift by the end of the calendar year end, and help us reach our goal. We'll have the next class ambassador school updates like this one. The next one is Friday, March 6th, and then Friday, May 15th. And One Avon Give Day is Tuesday, February 24th. We'll be coming together and having goals and challenges. And that's a great outreach time to reach out to your classmates. And then the end of the fiscal year is Tuesday, June 30th.
We want to thank each of you for your time and energy and the care that you give to Avon. You keep the Winged Beaver spirit alive in every classmate conversation, event, and message, and we really appreciate that. Together, we make this community stronger every day. I would encourage you to reach out to classmates to sign up for the mentorship program. Just to be super clear, anyone who is class of 2000 and older will serve as mentors. Anyone who is class of 2016 to 2025 can be a mentee. And then that group in between 2001 to 2015 have the choice to either be mentored or to serve as a mentor to a younger alum. You can sign up in the AOF Alumni Network, in the group section. I will send out a link for you. With that, I just want to say thanks again and go Winged Beavers. And a big thank you to Mike Herbster, who sent me this image. So what we'll say is fly Winged Beavers. Thank you and have a great day.